Michael J. Garrow led the basketball team to 20 wins in a postseason tournament every year, to an ECAC tournament title, and to one undefeated Little East regular season. Mike's final season included selections as the program's first NABC All-America and first participant in the NABC National Senior All-Star Game, as well as Little East Player of the Year and First Team All-Region. At graduation, Mike ranked 10th all-time in points and rebounds and 8th in free throw percentage.
Good evening. My name is Bill Geithner, head men's basketball coach, and it is my honor to speak on behalf of my former player, Mike Garrow. The staff and I believed Michael was going to be a very good player the first time we watched him play at Terryville High School. It was easy to see that he was an elite athlete and fiery competitor who had a smoothness to his game that is unique amongst high school players. In his first 2 seasons at Eastern, Mike played a pivotal role off the bench. We could all see Mike was improving and becoming more and more comfortable with what we wanted from him. As a projected starter as a junior, expectations were high. He played well the first 5 games of the season, scoring 25 points in the season opener and making our tip-off tournament all-tournament team. And then suddenly, his season ended when he was diagnosed with mono. But the frustration and disappointment only fueled Mike's desire to get better and work harder. Mike came back the next season stronger, bigger, and better. He started all 30 games and shot over 50% from the floor and 45% from three-point range. That year, Mike helped lead us to a 22-win season and a postseason run to the ECAC Tournament Championship. Heading into his final season, however, it was clear that Mike wanted more and was determined to get us to the NCAA tournament. He did just that, leading us to an undefeated Little East regular season and a trip to the NCAA tournament. For his efforts, he was rewarded as the Little East Conference Player of the Year and as a third-team All-American. There are 2 things that stand out to me when evaluating Michael. 1, his improvement each year, and 2, his competitiveness. Michael made himself a dominant offensive player through determination and through his commitment in the weight room. He made himself into a 3-level scorer and a matchup nightmare for our opponents. His play at time looked effortless, and his fierce competitiveness and desire to win were contagious and set the standard for his teammates. The impact he has had on the men's basketball program cannot be understated, and for that, he is being honored today.
I think what makes him a Hall of Famer is his versatility, his ability to finish around the basket, finish in the post, finish in the mid-post. You can't leave him open for 3. I think he was kind of the total package offensively.
Well, I think in the very beginning, I certainly helped with his development, but listen, by his 8th grade, 9th grade, when he's shooting over me, and I'm 6'1", it was kind of like, okay, I reached my level, right? So that's where his coaching came in. His coaches were just big influencers with him. Between Mark Fowler in high school and then some of the AAU guys just helped him develop.
He loved basketball. And I think, he had a hoop in his driveway with the lines painted out. He was getting anytime. There was a big light on top of the hoop too, so you knew he was shooting around at night, getting in a lot of time and always working on his game.
But even early on, it was all about basketball. He'd go to, Little League practice, play baseball, and then he's out in the yard throwing, shooting for an hour. So it really was, that's really what it was all, you could see early on it was much more basketball was going to be a sport. Most of the time of Mike playing Little League was spent in the outfield, so he picked more dandelions than he did anything else, and really just didn't like it because it was just too slow.
When he got into high school, he was a little smaller, a little weaker. He was still a good basketball player. He was an average player, but with his improvement and time that he put in, he blossomed into a superstar.
I think the big career defining moment for Mike was actually the year he was out, his year where he had mono. He, beforehand he was always very talented, always very athletic, really good around the rim and then the mid-range. But there was a level of commitment to the weight room that he had and a level of intention and focus that he had after that year of mono. Once he got bigger and stronger, he became much more of a handful just because he was quick, he was athletic, and now he was bigger and stronger.
there's just a certain few people that are, not only are they winners on the court, but they're winners in life. And they kind of go hand in hand. I don't think you can be one without being the other. And Mike was a winner in life, and he was a winner on the court as well.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to present as a 2025 inductee into the Eastern Connecticut State University Athletics Alumni Hall of Fame, Michael J. Garrow.